Good evening to you and your viewers, Francis. It's not coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's coming out of the ANC.
And it's coming out of Jacob Zuma,
A
his
core
reputation.
constituency of the ANC, Jacob Zuma, leveraging part of the organizational infrastructure of the ANC itself. Because my assumption is that the majority of its foot soldiers, the MK party, are going to be coming from KZN. I suspect that this is the one province where the coordination and planning has been happening much longer than it would be in other provinces. That notwithstanding, it's still impressive that it would displace the ANC from number one all the way to, I think, to being the second last among the big parties, just before the economic freedom fighters. Interestingly, in this data, the IFP and the DA also overtake the ANC. It's an interesting story for me in terms of, what is happening here in KZN. Are people aggrieved, in terms of what's happened in ANC politics? If that is the case, why didn't it show in huge numbers in 21?
Yeah.
It did in 2019. Yes, indeed. We can see that the ANC has been losing support, and to some extent in 2021 did drop below 50%. It's just that I wasn't able to again zero in on the KZN support base to see how much of it contributed to the national average. But if you bear in mind the fact that the IFP has been a comeback child of elections now since 2016, when the NFP kind of disappeared from the radar, it's plausible.
So we looked at the data on Sunday, and the MK party is showing pretty well in Gauteng as well. Overall, getting 10%. To what do you attribute the ongoing popularity of former President Jacob Zuma? Because it's not only in KwaZulu-Natal. If nationally the MK is showing up in the snapshot at above 10%.
Sure. So I think two things there. The KZN and Gauteng were always going to be the strongholds